TP in, Plant getting ready to come in, Kahlua lingering within the smoke, looking for a timing, goes on the push, is able to find Charon, takes a bit of damage in exchange, but Texture at the same time, able to find Jit Boys over here on the A site. Lobbing in the nanos, zoned away for the moment here by the salvos. Talon are in, they're in somewhat control, but now Snakebite going to be thrown down, Tide taking a bit of damage. HP bars continue to get whittled away at a Texture, swoops around the back, but it's been noted very intelligently there. Kahlua turns around, is able to find it now, which is going to be a spray battle. The smoke gets ready to fall, the wall still there in the way of the defuse, being stuck. He's not off it yet, and there's the kill. The post plant quite just yet. Primi trying to open up a little bit of space here, but Ash is going to be taken down. Salvos over on the site, able to go ahead and get a catch. Not sure if it was, grab combo.
Yeah,
Cruz had it. You can see there on the assist. Solid kill to be found. Texture looking to try to hold the door, hold this A site, but ends up getting taken down. Solid kill opening here from the side of Jit Boys. Now a 5v3 as they look for the retake. Paranoia towards back. Charon going to be flushed out. Munchkin trying to hold the line.
Charon TP's past it though.
Himself situated here back site. It seems like they have no idea. Kahlua going to be taken down. Paranoia sent across towards that A connector. Jit Boys for some kind of timing here. Anything that he can find. Gets a ping reveal onto one. That's going to be Texture taken down. Tai is able to go ahead and collect the kill, but Jit Boys gets traded out as a casualty, so massive player advantage now to the side of Gen.G. Cruz will bound up in towards heaven, but unless he can find an opening kill here, might just be an angle to save.
Just do whatever damage you can, but tries to go for the peek out the window, gets shut down by Munchkin.
Yeah, and for Tai, there's not much more to be done. He will be able to try to get the catch, and okay, eventually is able to readjust, gets the headshot there onto Charon. Out a little bit further, but is not going to be fast enough to find the kill. Puts Cruz down to 45, but ends up losing his life. Very solid response here from the IGL of Talon. Gets him that opening pick.
And Primi TP'd right off the back of that. When you just get Munchkin, kind of assuming there isn't going to be much behind that, Jit Boys gets Texture.
Just get taken down. Minor readjustment to have Charon be the one go in to get the spike planted so he can TP out when the net comes through. He's able to do that, avoids it, but now Charon taken down. Armageddon going to be sent out. Ash trying to hold the door, nearly has him lined up, but the nano from Foxy9 is able to find one. With the Phantom comes up with another. Diffuse starting to be held. The shot gets the hit.
As well, they get the trips. This one of the sonic sensors, but everything else is cleared, and Foxy finds one on the lurk.
Got two tap. Basically in transit, able to find that hit. Cruz gets taken down. Kahlua spotting out the placement of the util here. Foxy looking like he wants to challenge the angle. Does zone. Kahlua able to strike. Finds the kill. Ash quick to trade it back. Keeps him in with a 3v3 as Primi. Sprinting around to the dimensional drift. Looking for a weapon here, but Texture, noting the flank, is able to find Jit Boys. Now into the post plant. Not much util to speak of here. Just end up being a firing squad down from window. If Talon can try to find the setup here to start actually getting a tap on this plant.
Got a couple flashes, but you got to get deep enough to use them.
Salvos go through. Primi tag to 11. Dai does manage to come away with one as Texture's going to be taken down. Primi finding another!
Tsar and a judge for Cruz.
Swing the corner. Snappy to readjust for Texture. And Salvos absolutely annihilate Munchkin. Hope of a thrifty, very getting a catch on anyone, I do believe. Sets are going to be cleared out, and Cruz is on a peek, able to find it. Now they strike in from behind. They are just absolutely pinned in position. Munchkin able to find one as Jit Boys does get taken down. He's trying to swing around looking for a little bit more, but now the spike is going to be on the floor. Tai catching Ash, and Kahlua catching Munchkin, and this round is so beautifully read from Talon, understanding and manipulating the movements of Gen.G. Our bot, however, is still set up there from from Foxy9, I should say, to alert for Munchkin.
This one should be about done.
Yep, should just be a tuck and save here. Jit Boys may be able to come away with the kill. We'll be able to find that one. One off now, a neural theft. Spam through, Ash nearly catching the time to find him. Jit Boys repositions. Get a glimpse, though. They know that this deadlock is in position, and Cruz is just spamming through the wall. Texture dead. Just not looking to reposition fast enough. Now Sonic Sensor is situated here in Garage. Gun barrel spotted. Primi on the hit of flick. Munchkin taken down. Wall set up in Garage. No access here. Gen.G once again are losing the plot. Double face in towards long. Ty able to come up with a kill. Foxy9 dead. Swing in, looking for the hit. Ash able to find one, but Kahlua just frantically spraying is able to find Charon. And now it is just Ash all alone. Looking to try to clutch this out. Salvo's buy him enough space to go ahead and get the plant. Salvo's in response, however, take him down to 60. You've got Primi swooping around from behind here. Now it's C-Long scoped in on the op.
Try to hold this angle again. See if he can trick Talon a bit.
But swap should have been heard. Oh, faces in. 2 players there.
Kill Jit Boys.
Has the cam situated. Slide across Texture. Able to find Jit Boys just sprinting through the cage. Swoops around the back. 2 players now lingering within the smokes. Charon pushing forward. Able to find one. The spike. Need to get planted here. Ty still looking to cause chaos here on the side. Gets the spot out. Pushes forward. Ends up getting taken down with 2 seconds to spare. The plant now being stuck is Primi. It's the last one standing. Looking to try to clutch it out, but Charon off on the flank angle.
But they got the wall deep, so the 2 players stuck on B have to clear that before they're going to be able to help.
Primi's able to find one. Ash going to be taken down. That was the full HP player there at back sight. Texture now arriving, sliding forward. Charon able to find one. Kahlua going to be dropped, but Cruz trades it back out. The swoop around the back. Primi looking for the timing to try to swing out from the smoke. Does so and eventually drags the shots across, finding Munchkin's head. Foxy now the last one standing. Primi, Cruz, both tagged up. Jit Boys, however, full HP, full ghosts, full pressure on the shoulders of this Killjoy.
Doable. Still have a grab net though for Cruz.
And there's the catch. Finds the first one. And needed to hit every single headshot from there. And
shotgun for Cruz.
And that's a great way to start working towards a conversion. Hell of a shot from Jit Boys. Ash dead, and now this scrambles the forces from Gen.G across the map. Meantime, just going to be an exec forward here onto the B site for the side of Talon. Wall set up, cutting off that A connector. Texture getting the bad news, just trying to spray that wall down as Munchkin has no idea. Right in between the shoulder blades, finds the kill. Texture dead. This round is as good as done.
Got to save. No
They
choice.
Absolutely do. Lurks forward into window, but Munchkin seemingly aware of this, but cannot find the shot. Jit Boys is absolutely devastated. And now looks for the punish and will not be able to find it.
Little overconfidence for Jit there.
Charon able to go ahead and secure them a 3v3, but the plant now gets ready to come through. You still have this deadlock. 2 sonic sensors and a grav net available for Cruz to try to prevent a retake.
Can't go through heaven. That's cut off by the barrier mesh. And then there's sonic sensors at the door. What do? You got to rely on a lurk. You don't have one.
Looks like they are just going to go ahead and clear this one out. Kahlua, position ought to be noted, got grav netted there by his own teammate, but no punish to be found. Wall going to be set up, Texture dropping down, out from heaven, able to find one. He's out wide, however, and Kahlua news. Deep in the back sight, the flash connecting. Foxy trying to get himself out of garage, ends up getting taken down. Texture now needing to do so much here for the squad. Does well to come away with a second kill, but there you have yourself a 2v3 attempt at a retake here for Gen.G to stop Talon from getting up the map point. Primi going for the plant, going to be forced away. I should know that he got a bit of connection there. Spots out Jit Boys, knows the position of 2, spots the head of 1.
Talon getting a sense that there's a trap behind that wall.
Foxy in a committed spot. Will find one, but cannot get any damage across on the Cruz, in fact. He's now 1 away from having that annihilation on line. Munchkin finding the 1 kill, but again, the trade exchange. The annihilation going to be sent out. That gets a banking shot into the corner?
What?
I'm amazed that one hit, but Charon, he's dead. Cruz has got 3. Primi's looking for the rest, and Texture now in a 1v1. The push in, and Texture. Primi just strafing in. Disrespects all the util. Ash blinded up, dead on the jump.
What a play.
Salvo sent, they flush him out. Foxy picked apart. Texture as well, tagged. As this is the end of Haven. Mask will go on. Munchkin, far too late to find anything. The neural theft will tell all. As he is just strafing in along his back. jumps out, just playing distract, playing protect. Primi giving over his HP bar to secure the kill. And Texture, you're a damn good player, but I think this is a bridge to flank being noted and dealt with. Karan snapping on the shots, is able to find Kai. As Texture peeks over towards screens, and Jit Boys will fall as well. Gen.G looking well poised to close out another pistol here for themselves, as Cruz will still be able to put that Sheriff to good use. Finds one, finds the timing on the Munchkin as he turns back. Suddenly, it's all being undone. Texture dead, Ash has fallen, and Cruz cleared out shots. Do end up connecting here as Munchkin able to get the transfer down to find two before getting traded out. Still close to being a 3v3 position here, but given the weaponry, Gen.G a bit more of a comfortable position for now.
Pretty quick to move over, though. Off just a little bit of contact, especially with that drone, not seeing anything. Cruz as well now, sliding a bit further back. See if Talon can do any more damage here. Texture so low after getting hit by the Outlaw. Alarmbot's gonna give it away here. Stealth drone as well to clear. This needs to be pretty clean for Gen.G. Primi in position.
They're lobbed in, no one there for the plant to receive the damage. And shot from Primi, getting offset a bit there by the movement, not quite prepared for it, so Ash is able to collect one.
Spike planted.
Spike now planted. It's Guardian and Sheriff here for Kahlua and Cruz. Let's see if they can spot anything out, but everyone from Gen.G disconnected back over behind yellow and around green. As up and over the top, spot out on the one. Does get a headshot across on the Foxy 9, at least will force all gets set up. Strafing across, Karan trying to lead the charge here, take some space forward. As Ash is able to find one. Ty gonna be noted, Ash turns sights up above, and Jit Boy's taken down as well. Looked like Jit was gonna be able to find a solid time to get some damage through. Gen.G now in a good spot as it's a blind shot connecting onto Primi. Not much damage gonna be dealt, but given that they have the op committed here, it looks like the call to save is already going to be made, so Gen.G will tie things up at 2-2. Ty on the swing out, finds the headshot. Texture dead. Solid damage dealt, ensuring that they maintain that player advantage, at least for the moment. But Foxy 9, this time, able to linger forward, finishes the job there on a Kahlua. Now we go into a 3v3. Armageddon, clear out over towards Snowman. Holds Jit Boys back, plant now, getting dropped in. No further ults to speak of.
Gonna have to be really good with this Harbor util and the Sova util, and a shot from Munchkin.
Pop flash.
Nice.
Absolutely perfection. Absolute perfection, one should say. As Jit Boy similarly going to be taken down, and now Primi towards 410, so doesn't even necessarily have that confirmed. As Talos will flush him out into the open, but instantly hits the headshot. Does eat a big chunk of damage here in response, but the flash is out. And Kahlua dead, just trying to strafe in from the Raptors. Once again, given that they have this op committed, now that the pit is in play, I think TALON is going to have to save.
Yeah, you could try to use the Reckoning to clear it, but numbers already not in your favor.
They're going to swap over. Texture pop flash going to be sent, gets a full hit onto Jit Boys, and now the Reckoning cannot come into play. Shorty, a bit of damage, just under the shoulder there of Ty, so for the most part, not too much found. But they're still playing up into this. They've got the money to be able to afford another purchase here to TALON, but it seems like in the end, yep, updraft just to go for the exit. Munchkin going to go on the hunt, see if he can try to catch anybody in transit. Spots him out, has the headshot on the one. A one-way setup from Primi as he bounces out towards safety. The lockdown send. Swing out Texture, trying to find any kind of damage that he possibly can before disconnecting back away from this lockdown, but ends up falling. The fragment to delay, salvos sent. All of Gen.G flushed back, and Primi looks at fill that space, pushing forward. Cruz trying to get the defuse up to half, I believe. Ends up getting taken down, and now the firing squad gets opened up. As the defuse is held to half, but this is starting to get away from TALON, and it's been absolutely wrest from their grasp.
It's for Gen.G.
In a forward spot, Karan is just back in spawn. Catching this flank, Cruz now dealt with. Jit Boys in a committed spot, is able to find one, looks to exit, cannot. Foxy will strike him down. Interrupts the plant here for a moment, as some time going to be bought. Trying to get back into a retake spot. Kahlua dropping down. catching Texture off guard, able to find him there at close quarters. Up and over the top goes Privy the Knife, now pulled out. Foxy9 going to be taken down. 2 players remaining from the side of Gen.G as Ash gets spotted. He gets flushed out. Karan now with everything to do. Tries to set up for the bite, tucks back into the corner, needs to hit the headshot and cannot.
A counter lurk setup.
Keeping it quiet for the moment. The peek's about to come in from the operator, and Munchkin has already swung out wide. Has the headshot now. Null command in play. Kahlua down below here at backside. He's trying to stay tucked away, but Ash scaling forward. Finds one. Plant going to be interrupted. Kahlua able to find the transfer there. Gets rid of Texture. But he's down to 8 HP. Technically still resable. 4 players alive, and if they can find the killjoy, then that gives them the opener to go ahead and bring Munchkin back to the fold. So Rez is in. Jitboy's able to find one more of those. Karan will fall. Salvo's set his way. They nearly all line up. Yes, he does.
Yep.
We're now going to be sent out. And Munchkin dead as Nano able to find one Foxy taken down. As Armageddon now going to be called in. Shoves them away. The site gets opened up. The flank, however, coming through. Primy swinging around the backhand side. As Hunter's Fury goes across looking to interrupt, but Plant is already through. Karan escapes. Gets himself up and above. As Texture finding a nice shot. He'll take down Thai. Double swing out though, the drop down. Ash dead to rights. Primy finding Karan. It's all on Texture to try to clutch it. Gets himself up to 3. Obviously the walls are going to be the solution, but how do they utilize them? That is the question. Foxy able to find 2 though. They just lurk down 2. Nice little walkabout. 2 players dead. Damage dealt to the remainders. Swooping forward, Cruz is able to find Karan, but now Texture up above. Comes away with 2 more, and that's Kahlua all alone in a 1v3.
Oh boy.
No Nano here from Foxy9 to try to interrupt. Kahlua does have 1. And Stealth Drone just going on the chase, trying to spot out anything that he can, but nothing really identified, but it does narrow down his possible positions.
Surely not another Talon clutch on the pistol.
And while with the 0 point, you should basically have a very strong idea of where he's at. Salvo's now set to try to flush him forward, and Foxy9 will be good for a 3rd to try to fast track Zek. Stingers in hand. As Drone going to be cleared out. Primy arriving, dropping down. Munchkin finding 1, Karan finding another. Jit able to trade 1, but Foxy9 instantaneous, just locking onto their heads.
Across both different maps.
Ooh, okay, Munchkin not quite ready for the push. It's a slow creep up there from Jitboy. Able to find the opener. Gun barrel, I don't think was spotted by Karan, but obviously they're only going to be coming from one direction. He's able to find the first, but cannot get the second. So amount of tap there on the Jitboys as the plant now gets ready to come through, and that's going to give him the reckoning, and given the scoreline, they might feel the necessity to go ahead and invest that, but now he's all alone. And just from behind.
This is going to be tricky.
Texture's going to be peeking, turns over to the right-hand side. What a timing from Texture. Just finds 1, Foxy, forward lurk, tucks back, gets around the corner, looks to escape. Widely chooses to go in behind the storage unit rather than jumping across towards the site. This Cruz headshot is going to be found on a Munchkin.
To start, you're really deep, but Jitboys uses that cascade, so Gen.G aware of what's going on over on the A site. Just going to be happy to give that overplay for retake with the man advantage. And there you go. Texture gonna rip the ult pretty early here. A lot of the other players not able to play off of this, so kind of curious what the plan is on the back of this.
As a flash through the cove. And tucks back, gets around the corner. Does still just have that operator in hand. Hunter's Fury going to be sent in. Cruz hunting, looking, Jitboys tagging. Finds Ash at screens, now a 3v3. Ball at the ready, but Thai a little bit faster, able to find that kill. Jitboys sights up towards the Raptors, finds 1. Texture swaps over for the Vandal. Running low on bullets, running low on time. He's not ready for the close angle. Cruz
map
coming out. Munchkin able to drop back. Karan looking for the kill, can't find it. Kahlua does take a bit of damage, but elimination not going to be found out. Munchkin will be bleeding out on the floor. Foxy arriving, able to find the first, cannot readjust. There's Munchkin no hope in hell for a res to come through here. Ash, however, good for another. The peeking on the op, just a hair off. There is Texture. Lockdown now, going to be invested. So even if Gen.G don't close out the round, given that they have a deep flank from Ash coming around the backhand side, they still get rid of one of these critical ultimates here from Talon. Oh, and this timing could be absolutely devastating. Oh, shots, whips, and Ash has absolutely beefed it.
Oh no.
Now on Texture's shoulders. Lineups at the ready. As there goes the first dart. Here comes the second. Swap onto the Vandal. The tap, just looking to try to bait them forward. Cruz now dropping down, and Texture says, yeah, no, I'm gonna hold on to the operator. Carry that forward into the next round, and Talon will be given a second. Odds in Gen.G's favor, as I think the drone should have seen him. Primi was ready, checking the angle.
Bait and switch.
Just immediately finds a shot, Texture finds a follow-up. Cruz gonna be taken out. Re-peeks, Jit Boys back around the corner, the swing out. Sets up for the wall, goes for the timing shot, but Ash is there to collect. And then starts getting away from him. The three carries are coming at him until this very moment as the relay bolt goes in and Munchkin swing in the corner is able to find one. He said King of Swing. There's that first swing coming through. Good damage in reply though, as Munchkin will fall down to 13. Jit Boys at the same time, creeping forward, tries to open up the site. Gets the one tap to put down Foxy 9. Now the plant can come in.
Yeah, that's huge. They were lurking on a couple different areas of the map where Talon, so even though they lose that mid fight, they were able to take a lot of map control. Primi was pretty deep towards A, so they had a great idea of what was going on and how they could quick rotate to the other side. Now Gen.G has to set up for a big retake. You've got some flashes, you've got the Teho util. Can you get the job done? Cruz still has a haunt. So timing's gonna be important.
Be a bit of a death ball here. Texture somehow able to stabilize that. Shot finds Jit Boys. Cruz now dead. Site widely opened up. Still this flank coming through from Primi though can find some solid damage, some solid impact here in the round. Kahlua widely all alone, but Munchkin holds the angle, is wise to it. Gotta judge.
Yeah, this is bad.
Cruz needing to find anything, but he cannot. Now the Nebula gets popped, he pushes forward. Jit Boys is there. Yep, gets into that smoke a little bit faster. Finds that punish. Texture. Actually able to line him up. His relay bolt not going to connect onto these points. No, actually does find one. Drop down though. Primi coming away with a kill, but Texture able to find the first. Primi finds a second, but now Munchkin finds Kahlua, and even if Primi gets this clutch, this is so much damage dealt by Gen.G. With the spike across the opposite side of the site.
He doesn't have time.
And he doesn't have it. He doesn't have any util.
Ash just needs to watch.
Yeah, he's just playing stuck back here. Primi has to get this elimination. Maybe looking for timing to try to swoop forward. It's about to be barrel stuffed, and Munchkin quick to turn, finds a headshot. Jit Boys now starting to swing around towards Flowers, but it's already too late. The defuse is just being held around. It gets away from them. They'll find some more kills, but Jit Boys needs to hold on to the weapon. Funny. Armageddon going to be used aggressively here, forcing them forward out of club. I can't even find my words yet.
Nope.
I mean, this is basically the round done. The spike is now stranded.
Gen.G learning from their mistakes on this B-long push out. This time they've got numbers to back Texture up. And he dies again, but that's okay. You won that battle. The war for the rest of the round continues, but a man down. Our Talon looking into this. They've got some ults, but two of them are out of their hands. Ty has the Cosmic Divide. Are they going to be able to use it? You have to use it to grab the spike? You can't. Just use the smokes, but look at all that util.
Well, they try to nano it. The spike's still on the floor. Back screens. They just spam them out. They say, well, we have a suspicion. And it is confirmed. Primi now here alone to try to play recovery. Deep, long flank from Ty once again. Trying to make his way through. But he can't make any noise. It's a grab well. I mean, this is like cringe post play from Gen.G, but they're just protecting a spike. And with Primi dead, now it's absolutely over.
Aggressive pushes, those lurks.
Look down, yep. Texture able to find it. And now they're committed. Stealth drone basically tells them everything they need to know. Flash set up, dodged. As relay bolt looks at further delay. Steel Garden going to be invested here. Texture no real route of escape. Gate crash going to be faked, but Texture able to confirm that it's not for real. Liner zap and nearly finds some damage. Overdrive and play gets the transfer. Woo! 3K from Texture, looking for that fourth. The swing around the side, and can he get it? Yes, he absolutely can. Looking to lead the charge and spot things out. Caron caught. Does end up getting taken down as there's the neural theft reveal. I think the turn from the flash there is Munchkin. Not getting spotted out, but Texture's position now going to be noted here. Dugout. Foxy9 strafing forward. Jitboy's going to be found. Munchkin peeks in from the window, says hello. And is able to take him down. Lockdown now going to be committed here from the side of Gen.G. The flank coming in from Cruz, needing to deliver, but it has been read like a book. And now the two remaining players are forced out of the sight. Primi does manage to find one, but then swiftly will be dealt with. And tie! Oh, it's a catastrophe. So anyway, what I was going to say is that if you go to, I'm going to butcher the name, Charon has now moved forward to further reinforce this site, and they are tearing them apart. So how much was the ocarina? Was it, you know, was it
No idea. She didn't tell me that. But it's very cute. Explode out of this heaven position.
Well, Jitboy's able to find one. Munchkin put down Texture. He can't see a damn thing. He's just straight to the opposite side of the site. Ash is still clicking heads, comes away with two. Now a third. As the defuse is being stuck. Primi noted here. No, not noted. Now in a position to try to go for the clutch. The hold on the defuse, and Ash will finally be felled. See, oh, gun barrel hasn't been spotted yet.
See it.
Kahlua, they're getting closer and closer. And there's the final shot coming through right as the nightfall goes across the site. Ash connected, caught by it. Does still manage to take one down with him. Primi on the floor as Jitboys bounds forward into that smoke. By Flowers, the peek out shot, quite connecting. Overdrive immediately going to be popped, but still is wary about this potential flank. But now it seems like they can just turn their sights forward here to the players remaining, and that will be them melted down 11-1 at the half. Does he wait to try to play off a bit? No, just goes for the peek and is able to find Foxy9. Spike gets dropped. That's going to be a good amount of information here for the side of Talon.
Now let's see if this is going to be a reroute for Gen.G. They're just going to keep pressing forward.
Needing to find that similar impact, and with Primi in tow, they are able to find it. Two remaining players locked off away from one another. And then wall will go down. Texture and Charon try to be the difference makers here. It seems highly unlikely as shots on the ghosts.
To the B site or at Art. It's going to be tripwires. Oh,
Charon just goes on the peak. Primi
they got Primi.
shut down. Critical kill to be found. Cyber Cage set up here on the one-way. Texture relay bolt does connect as salvos go across. Jitboys able to get away from them. Avoids taking damage here for the time being. Kahlua seeing a little bit here as Jitboys now on the angle, just being overwhelmed from every single possible front. Gets picked apart.
Spike planted.
Tie now needing to deliver another 4K, but Ash will instantly find the headshot. Gen.G jumps back. Texture looking to try to lead the charge to open up the site. Sliding forward, able to spot out one, but not before Charon gets taken down. Ash, however, finding Jitboys. Foxy finding Kahlua. Player advantage now here for the side of Gen.G as they look to bring the series to a conclusion. And jump forward in the bracket.
They slip the defenses. Gen.G to close it out.
Cosmic Divide called in. Cruz here on the corner. Texture tagged down to 52, and they're lined up.